Hello, everybody. Welcome to Horror Authority. I'm Zach, and this is my dad, Jason. Today, we're reviewing Terrifier Book 1 by Damien Leone and illustrated by Steve McGinnis. This is the first edition. Right off the bat, I have to say that I like it. The art is pretty good throughout. There are some parts that are a bit all over the place, but it's mainly put together pretty well, and they also had a time crunch when they were making this, so you have to keep that in mind. It is the first movie. It's basically just the first movie. There is one new scene and some additional.
Clear, it's just the first half.
Yeah, the first half, up until Dawn gets kidnapped by Art when he gets in the car. Um, so there are some new scenes. There's some panels that are different, but overall, it's the movie. There's some changes of dialogue. Some dialogue's taken out. My dad was saying how he thinks that this could be like the original idea for what the movie would have been, maybe like an original script. So that's possible. This is book 1 out of 3, and I feel like it's pretty good. Some stuff is a bit weird. Like with shadows, sometimes the shadows are a bit off. And sometimes faces look a bit weird, like there. It's kind of off a little bit, but yeah, we can't show you it because it's copyrighted, so yeah. But overall, I'm going to give it around a 7 out of 10 for it. I feel like it's pretty good. There's one panel in here that sticks out to me. It's kind of weird for me. It's a comic book style panel, but I don't feel like it fits with this. If you ever do get the book, which you said is for around $20, you'll see what I'm talking about when you read it. But I feel like it does a pretty good job at what it's trying to do. It's a hype thing. That's what it is. Okay, I'm going to hand it over to my dad now.
Okay, my point of view. All right, I'm an artist. Zach's an artist. So we look at it as artists. And I will say that the art is, in some places, really, really good.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about, some of it looks almost traced. It's so good. The faces are so good.
Yeah.
And then some of them look so. Another thing is that, with movies, you are a limited budget. For instance, they might have $1 million to make the entire movie.
Yeah.
And they can't spend more than $1 million. But with art, even though you're still on a budget, don't get me wrong, comic book, maybe $20,000, But here's the thing is, an artist can put details like crazy in it, and you don't have to pay for the extra special effects. You don't have to pay for the extra, scenery and so forth, because the artist just puts it in there. So that's great. And I'm not putting down artists at all, because I know how much work it takes. But it's so much easier in a comic book than a movie. Yeah. So I was kind of disappointed that there wasn't more to the art. Now, like I said, they're on a time crunch. That is the issue. I cannot tell you how many times that I have actually published comics and have been against that clock. I mean, you just can't. You got to get it out as fast as possible. So, to me, it's okay, but it's just not great as far as art-wise. Now, story-wise, like I said, it's pretty much the first movie or first part of the first movie, which I like. I love Terrifier. You love Terrifier. Oh, yeah. Terrifier is a creepy, gory movie. And everything that is the movie is in here, but some of the art doesn't come off as good because it's so dark and it's so, like we're talking about the coloring. The coloring is okay, but it's almost like flats, which if you don't know what flats are, a colorist does flats before they do the final coloring. They're just basically putting colors to it to identify when they do the final color. And it can be pretty good, but it's not the final thing. That's what this looks like. It looks like flats. It doesn't look like a finished piece. Which, again, that could be money constraints. That could be time constraints. Not putting it down because I've been against it myself. The thing that I found really weird is this comic is gory as the movie. You ready?
Yeah, basically.
And they censored the dialogue. I do not understand that same.
Yeah, they sometimes censor, like they would say the F word, and then
And
the
that's-
next time they censor it.
Yeah.
See, the ing, every time there was the ing F word, they
Yeah.
didn't censor it, but when the word was by itself, they censored it.
Yeah.
Which isn't that big of a problem. I'm not really mad about it.
Well, see, it just doesn't make sense to me because simple fact is, the reason why you censor a comic book is because for younger audiences, right?
Yeah.
Well, a gory comedy like this, I wouldn't target to a younger audience. I'm going to target to an older audience. Not saying younger people won't get it. That obviously happens. But the simple fact is that the younger audience that get it, that aren't supposed to get it, are getting it because they want to see the gore. They want to hear the cussing. I mean, that's the reason why they sneak into the horror movies. It's, for instance, like, let's see, you're 13 now, so you can see PG-13 movies, but I know you've seen R-rated movies too. But you know that kids have snuck in, going to watch PG-13 or PG movies and snuck over and watched the R-rated movie. That's just how they do it. That's what kids do. So, to me, this is like unnecessary censoring, which maybe, I don't know who the publisher was. I don't see it on here unless it was just Damien. Did he do it himself?
It says that, well, it may say it in the beginning. Let me look real quick. I think he just published it himself.
Okay, well, maybe he published himself, so I don't know why he censored it, because he sold it through his website. He may be trying to go through bookstores, I don't know that, but bookstores sell comics that cuss all the time. Spawn cusses all the time. So I don't understand that at all. It's not limiting the audience, at least not the way you would think. So if there was a time crunch, as it was said, I don't understand that. To me, it would be, you would actually put the time in to do the comic right. So if you're going to do it right. That's my biggest complaint about this. They didn't do it right. I understand trying to get out before the second movie probably is the main issue there, but and this is probably an afterthought, like I said, COVID-19. But as a comic book creator, artist, stuff like that, I just know that that's not how you want to be. So I would say if you're going to continue this, take your time, do it right. I would have had all 3 books totally done and had them really done well. That way there's no doubt there won't be a delay and everything's done.
Yeah.
That's very important when you do stuff like this. And also for the price, now, like, we talked about it was $20, give or take, and plus it was more if you got the autographs, stuff like that. Autographs, I totally understand, but this is I think 48 pages. If this sold for $10, that would be reasonable. $20 is a bit extreme. I understand self-publishing and all that. That makes a difference. So I don't know if this is to raise money or what, but it's too much for $20. So that's my complaint. And also, like I said, you can even look at the barcode on the back. It's been cut off. There's a lot to it that I don't understand. So, but overall, the artwork is really, really good. I give it credit. I give credit to the story. I do think that maybe this was the original story before they cut it for the movie. Or maybe it was an idea that Damien had before he, cut it. Whatever. But I agree with you. I would hope they would change some more stuff just to give it a better story.
Yeah.
Because even the movie was kind of condensed.
Yeah.
And it was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good, but it was condensed. And there could have been more to it.
And they had a small budget with the movie. It took place in about 3 locations.
Right, exactly. Very low budget. And low budget movies, even this good, it costs money. I understand that.
And I know for Terrifier 2 they got a bigger budget, which I'm excited for.
Yes, and I'm excited for that too. So I can't wait for Terrifier 2 to see what they do. And plus, David Howard Thornton, he's a member of the Horror Authority. We love him, and we're glad that he does Art the Clown, because to me, he is art.
Yeah, his betrayal. No one else can do it like he can. He's really good.
The guy who did it in the very first movie,
Yeah, I mean
he
he
was
did
good.
All Hallows Eve.
Yeah.
But I feel like Terrifier. He does him. Really
Art,
good.
yeah, art. I mean, David's art just comes through. You see a figure, scary. I mean, he's so much scary to me. So I like that. So overall, I give the comic I'm gonna say 5 out of 10 because it's good, but it could have been better, and the price is high for what they got. So that's my personal opinion.
Yeah. For me, just in general, I feel like it's good. It does what it's trying to do pretty well, and we're fans of Terrifier. We have nothing against the people behind it. We just hope that maybe for book 2 and book 3 they can, try to do a bit more and spend a bit more time on it. Because us as fans, we're willing to wait. We can wait for something.
Yeah.
Because they always say quality over quantity.
Yeah.
So you always want to spend time into it instead of pumping them out.
Yeah.
So I feel like, because I didn't want to say anything bad about it. That's why I gave it a 7 out of 10. But I'm gonna lower my score to 6. But I'm still a big fan of Terrifier in general. I hope for book 2 and book 3 they make it better.
Yeah. And Damien, if you need advice on comic book publishing, hit me up, man. I'll tell you all the stuff I know.
Okay, so this has been Horror Authority. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, tell us your thoughts, and share. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.